Well, I finally did it. I bought myself a traditional wooden rowboat. I've always been interested in how the old timers moved across water in the early days of pioneering in this country. From the bays, inlets and estuaries that were settled in the early days of the colony, to the inland rivers and lakes that acted as highways from town to town as development spread inwards. Boats to move across the water were commonplace. While the Indigenous had been creating dugout canoes centuries before, the Europeans brought their designs over from their motherland, and the wooden dinghy was the boat of choice. From the old clinkers made from local woods in the 1700s and 1800s, to more modern sailing dinghies made from marine ply in the early 1900s, I knew that a wooden rowboat was the best way to get around on the water for my own adventures. And so, with my new boat, I headed to the nearest lake where I could take it on for an overnight camp, ready to test out this beauty on the water. And the name of the vessel? Well, you'll have to watch to the end of the video to find that out. Well, g'day everyone, welcome back to another video, and this one is quite exciting because I obviously went out and I bought myself a traditional wooden rowboat. It's actually a sailboat, but you can use it as a rowing dinghy. And yeah, so this is kind of just a bit of a tester, taking it out for an overnight camp, and I'm on Lake Eildon, popular boating spot. I thought I'd just come out here just for a quick overnighter. There's a few little boat camping spots where you can, get your boat to. So I have about, I think it's about 6k paddle from where I launched the little dinghy to where I can go and camp. So a bit of a row, but the good thing is, looking at the weather forecast, today and tomorrow was a really good opportunity. So I thought I'd quickly take it because all today I've got a slight wind behind me, and then the wind will swing tomorrow, and then on my way home I'll have a slight wind behind my back as well. So I thought this is perfect opportunity for a leisurely row. And so I'm just gonna camp out, I'm gonna go for a fish, have a good cook up, and later in the video I'll go over the boat with you and explain a little more about it, and yeah, why I wanted to get this, what I plan to do with this, and yeah, stay tuned guys. For those of you wondering, yes, I have a life jacket on. Whee! There's some decent waves, but this little dinghy, pretty solid, pretty stable. I did not film any of that, but I had to paddle really hard for about 40 minutes into a headwind. But now I've come around this point here and it's gonna blow me all the way to camp. So I can just kind of chill now, go for a fish, relax. Now just for the record, yes, I'm a complete novice at this. I've canoed and I've kayaked a lot, rowboats. I'm completely new, I'm just learning. So if I'm doing something wrong, feel free to let me know. So much wind pushing me right that way. That's where I'm going, to the camp. Now it looks like the water level is so low that you can't get up to the official campground, which might be over there. So I might camp just on the banks somewhere here. Or I'll dock the boat. I'll go have a closer look. Now, it is definitely not the prettiest place I've ever camped. Which is kind of a shame. I mean, it is nice up in where the actual official campground is, but I'll be so far away from the boat. I was thinking of camping right down near the water, so I'm right next to the boat. But there's just a really icy wind coming from there. And on the forecast, that wind's going to keep blowing up until tonight. So the thing here, I thought, I've got this beautiful tree. I could make a little fire just here, lay the swag out there, and I'm really protected from that wind that's blowing in. And then I've got the boat over here, as you can see. But it's just a shame, like you can imagine if the water was up higher, this place would be really pretty, but it kind of feels like a little bit of a wasteland, doesn't it? Now, I read for this particular camp spot they don't want you to gather firewood, which is stupid because there is just dead wood everywhere. But I brought a bunch of my own firewood from home, so I guess I'll just use some of this. I probably won't use all of it, but it just made the boat a bit heavy, so I'll at least unload this and I'll use some of this tonight. Someone left some rocks here, so I'll make my little fireplace, I reckon. There we go. I tell you what, it's winter and it's chilly, and we're going to get a big snow dump in the next few days, so this is the last good weather we have for quite a while. There's actually a little barge someone's left here. No one on it, no one around, so they must just leave it here and then bring a tinny to come and fetch it. Alright everyone, a bit of a conversation around this thing. What a beauty. Now, I've been wanting to buy a vessel or a watercraft where I can do water-based adventures on this channel for a while now. I've done a lot of kayaking before and I've done a little bit of canoeing, but I really wanted something authentic to our history. Now, the Indigenous had their dugout canoes, and it'd be pretty cool to make a dugout canoe, but I love the early settlers and how they got around in dinghies back in the day. Now, originally, the first settlers were probably in clinker-style dinghies made of things like hue and pine, especially down in Tasmania. And I was looking online at a few hue and pine clinker-style dinghies, but they were a bit expensive. And also on top of that, apparently I've read that clinkers are best when they sit in the water and stay in the water because the wood swells. So I did find this one, and this is a sailing boat. Now, I bought it from a fella, Dave. He was really great, and he used to sail in this, and he got this boat from Tasmania, and yeah, it was up for sale. It was no longer doing sailing anymore. So I thought I would get my hands on this because it just looks absolutely beautiful and it has a real heritage feel to it. Now, this is marine ply, which dates back to around the 1930s. So even the style of the boat, this kind of sailing boat in Tasmania, is more 1920s, 1930s, 1940s. So not as far back as the first kind of settlers, but it still has that heritage feel to it. And I think that's really cool. So it's made of marine ply, but all the casings is hardwood, the seats are hardwood. I love the rope on this, even the oars, I love the ringlets. They're brass and it's got leather as well on the oars, so it really is a beautiful piece of art, really. And I would love to learn how to sail, and that's a plan for this year, because imagine the adventures I could do out on the bays or the inlets out in the ocean, sailing in this thing. That would just open up so many doors for different avenues of adventure. And with this, I want to teach about history to local areas, you know, whether it's settlers in the estuaries and things like that, and I do some estuary adventures, or down the Murray River and some of the history of the Murray River and how they transported goods and transported people down the Murray. There's so many options now that have opened up to me with this boat, and I think it suits the bearded bushranger absolutely perfectly. So yeah, you're going to see a few adventures coming up in the next, you know, let me say next few years with me in this thing, and I'm really looking forward to it. Now, big shout out to Pendleton as well for sending out a bunch of shirts, these beautiful woolen flannel shirts. Now, Pendleton is a 150-year-old company from the States, and they've been making woolen goods for 150 years, so they're very heritage. And they sent me out a bunch of beautiful shirts, beanies, and also this woolen blanket, which is going to be nice to keep me warm tonight, but I also use it to lie down on around the fire tonight. So guys, check out Pendleton. They do some quality stuff, beautiful stuff. Thought I'd start the fire now, get some good coals and have an early dinner. Got plenty of firewood. Look, it is a shame how low the water is. It just goes to show we're still in drought here in Victoria. It's winter and we have had barely any rain, and it's such a shame. All the dams, all the lakes, everything is very low. You know, coming out here, I felt a little bit of a bummer coming out here and camping on this kind of mud flat on the banks. But now that the sun is glowing, I've got a fire going, it's actually really peaceful. So, we've got some upgrades. Got some upgrades for cooking tonight. Now, I finally went and got a cast iron pan, so I won't be cooking on, no more cooking on, you know, Teflon. This is from, it's called Solid Techniques, and I was recommended them. They didn't send me out or anything. I actually bought this, but yeah, I hear that these are really good. It is heavy, so perfect to take on a boat camp, but probably wouldn't hike with this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to cooking up with this. Now, I also have a new knife, and this is very special to me because a few videos back you probably heard me talk about a close friend of mine, Jeremy, who passed away a few weeks ago. Now his wife Sarah, who's also a friend of mine, she sent me out his knife that he used for camping as a gift to me, to remember him, and that is just really special. It's a Tassie Tiger knife. Solid knife, absolutely beautiful knife, and every time I use this I'm just gonna think of my mate who I went on adventures with as well over in Africa with. So that is really special. Not very heritage, is it? Noodles, but I'm going to make up a kangaroo stir fry for tonight. A lot of meat. Man, that looks good. It's straight out of the pan, I'd say. I've made a mistake. I thought I took the roux meat out of the fridge, out of the freezer. But I've just cooked this up and I've bitten into it. It didn't look like roux meat when I was cooking it. I've realised I've taken my wife's good beef. Sorry to my wife. If your good beef went missing, I'm sorry. You can have my kangaroo meat instead. Shifted again. This meal deserves a seat and table. Taking ages to come out, so I want to roll up the swag. I might put it by the fire to try and get that frost to clear up. Woo! I reckon it's brekkie time. Oh. And for brekkie, look at that. Bacon, sausage on some toast. Mmm. Oh, sun. Glorious sun hitting my face. That's what I need. Oh. That's all ice. Geez, it's nice to be out on the water this morning, that's for sure. It's beautiful. Still frosty on the bow. It's beautiful right now. Go for a fish. Tell you what, I can't feel my toes right now. They are numb. Whew. And apparently there's a hut up there that I wanted to go check out, but I might just go back to the car. I'm pretty happy with this camp and trying the boat out. And another thing is the wind is going to shift at around 10 o'clock and it'll become a headwind. So I'd rather get in some good paddling before that happens. But it's been really beautiful just to camp out here. And I mean, look at it's so nice on the water right now. Amazing how peaceful it is out here today. I've not seen or heard one boat, and yet it's a glorious day. This is the beauty of doing this YouTube channel as a job, is I get to go midweek and avoid the crowds. But you know what? If you work and you have to go out during the weekend, there are always good spots you can go that are nice and quiet. And I'd encourage you to always get out there. Even if you've got a Saturday free or a Sunday free, just do it. Make memories. Bring your family along with you if you can. It's so worth it. I just wish I could catch a fish. So I've just paddled from all the way over there and I'm around the bend. And now, not too far, I can actually see my car from here. And since the wind is actually pushing me this way towards the car, I might just take my time to fish and just enjoy it because it's so beautiful right now. Well, there we are. There's the car. There's the boat ramp. Well everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was just a quick trip, a quick overnighter to break this thing in and get it out on a camper. Plenty more adventures to come out on the water, on the rivers, on the lakes, on the bays, on the inlets, in the estuaries with this thing here. Now, I did promise you at the start of this video that I was going to let you know the name of the vessel. So, let me turn it around for you. That's it there. The Red Delicious. And when I first saw that name, I thought, well, that's kind of appropriate, being a handsome redhead myself. I think I ought to buy this dinghy. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like, leave a comment in the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.